Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you another missing persons case. This one has to be one of the most chilling ones that I've read and researched. Okay, so our target today, her name is Amy Lynn Bradley. She was born on May 12th, 1974. She's female. She's a white female. She was 23 years old when she went missing, and as of right now she would be 46 years old. She is exactly 5'7", and she could weigh up to 115 to 120 pounds. She went missing. When she went missing, she was wearing a short-sleeved white scoop neck, maroon shorts. She also had a belly button ring. She was wearing a man's silver watch. She had a silver college class ring. She had multiple piercings in her ears, not on both ears, but just on one ear. And then she also had a silver band, like a bracelet, and it had cutouts of turtle figurines on her left wrist. She has brown hair and green eyes, and she may have dyed her hair blonde. Her ears are pierced multiple times, just like I said on, I don't know if it's both or if it's just one ear. And her belly button was pierced. Okay, so she also had tattoos. She had a baby Tasmanian devil on her back left shoulder. She had a green and blue gecko lizard around her belly button. She had a Japanese symbol on her right ankle. She had a Japanese sun tattooed on her lower back. And she is a smoker. So Amy loves to smoke cigarettes, and she loves to drink beer. So when I researched her case, she is actually on the FBI's website. So the FBI classifies her as an endangered missing person. She's been missing since March 24th of 1998. She went missing from the I don't know if I'm saying this right, Curacao, Netherlands, and TS. So over there near the Virgin Islands, because she actually went missing off of a cruise. So Amy was on a family vacation with her brother abroad on the Royal Caribbean cruise line ship during March in 1998. After dancing at the ship's disco, Amy's brother stayed in the cabin while Amy went to go buy some cigarettes. At exactly 6:00 a.m., two other passengers saw her ride on the elevator to the top deck. She was last seen carrying her room keys, cigarettes, and a lighter. She also had $100 in her pocket as well. So Rhapsody of the Seas, basically the ship, they were actually preparing to dock in the port at the time of Bradley's, when she was last seen. And her family had realized she went missing between 6:00 in the morning and 6:30 in the morning. They realized that the sliding door in her room was actually partially opened, and a pair of her sandals were found in her room, but she wasn't seen again. Amy's parents had asked the ship staff not to let anyone off the ship until they found their daughter, but they realized that when she realized she was missing. But the staff had lowered the anchor anyway. So if you're a parent and you're looking for your children, right, another parent might feel the same way if they were in their shoes. But the ship's staff, they just anchored anyways. They didn't listen to the parents' requests. And I found it really strange, why they didn't, because that's a big thing. This family's missing their daughter. So the family searched for her, but nothing turned up. Authorities are not certain if Bradley went offshore on her own or if there was foul play. Actually, a cab driver had later stated that she approached the cab and asked to use a phone very urgently, she really needed to use a phone. But that was until later that the cab driver had stated that. Her family actually believed that she was coerced by people she befriended on the cruise. So what I mean by that is they believe that the people that Amy, she was talking to on the cruise, like that she had friended while being on the cruise, they believe that it could have been one person or it could have been multiple people on the cruise ship that had played a huge part in her disappearance. And also, there were rumors about the Maritime pirates and how they were operating out there, and she might have been a victim. So pirates are a real life thing. They're not just the ones that you see in movies, but they're like hijackers, I guess you can say, and they can sex traffic women. They actually steal oil off of boats and sell it for huge and large amounts of money. But they deal in everything, just about. They're basically crooks for the Caribbean. But her parents actually think, like, that's a theory that they have, that she might have been a victim of them. Bradley was last seen with a yellow jacket. Okay, so when I mean a yellow jacket, I'm not talking about like she was wearing a yellow jacket. A yellow jacket is actually someone who works on the cruise ship. So I'm thinking there was foul play when she befriended maybe this employee or multiple employees or waiters, or however she was social with anybody on that boat. I feel like they had a big like role in it. And she was actually last seen with a yellow jacket, so someone who worked on the boat. But it's not proven that they were involved with her disappearance. Authorities also ruled out Amy jumping overboard into the sea, or like her drowning, because Amy was actually a lifeguard in high school, and she's actually a phenomenal swimmer. So they ruled that out, like that just couldn't happen. And they also ruled out suicide because Amy actually just graduated college, and she actually had a job lined up after she got back from the cruise, and she was going to work at a computer consulting firm after she returned back. So I'm flipping the page. Like I said, I always have notes down. There have been, okay, so this is crazy. Okay, so when I was doing my research, I went to the FBI's website, I went to these crime podcast websites, and there's actually YouTube videos on this, like what I'm making right now. So it's crazy because she's been missing since 1998. Okay, that's more than 20 years, guys. That's more than 20 years. And people have been saying they've seen her. Like, they've seen her. There have been several sightings of Amy throughout the years. The witnesses described her tattoos in how I described her tattoos to you guys. So they described it verbatim. Like, they saw the exact same tattoos, this exact same description. And in 1999, there was a sighting, and she had identified herself by her name, and she asked for help, but no one believed her. There was also another sighting in 1999. There was actually a naval ship overseas, and they had docked overseas, and they decided to go to a brothel. If you don't know what a brothel is basically a prostitution profession in a building with multiple women, multiple guys. They pay you for sex and whatever else under the sun. But apparently it's one of the oldest professions, and it's still going on today, which is nuts. But this naval man, he actually went into a brothel, and there was this woman there, and she had approached him begging for help, telling him her name was Amy Bradley, and she was being held hostage, but he didn't do anything. And when I read up on that, I was really shocked. I didn't know how to feel. It gave me chills. It gave me goosebumps, because you would think that he would say something because he's in the Navy, but he didn't. And it's just really sad. It's hard to talk about, to be honest. Like I said, this was one of the most chilling stories I've read up on, and to this date, she's still missing. But yeah, she told the naval officer that her name was Amy Bradley and she was being held hostage and she was begging for help and he didn't do anything. And what he said was, later on when authorities found out he didn't say anything, was because he didn't want his higher command to know where him and the boys were when they were supposed to be on duty. They were at a brothel, so he could have gotten in trouble for that. So that's why he didn't say anything. But that, with something that serious, you should say something. You should go get some help. You should call 911. You should look up how to contact the FBI. If someone's begging for help and they are being sex trafficked and being pimped out and all types of stuff, you need to, if someone's coming to you begging for help and pleading for help, you need to contact somebody. And in the description below, I'm going to put down where to contact the FBI if you know anything. If you have a tip, you can remain anonymous. But this whole thing is crazy. And then there was another sighting in March 2005. A woman resembling Amy Bradley was seen in Barbados. Barbados is, it's next to Jamaica. It's in those islands surrounding Jamaica. I'm not sure specifically where, don't come for me, but I don't know specifically where. I just know it's a Caribbean island. And there was a woman resembling Amy, and she was seen in Barbados. But here's the catch. When she's seen, she was seen in the brothel, and then the other time she was seen, she actually had two men with her. One man was a white man. He's Caucasian, which is meaning white. He's 6 foot tall. He has a receding hairline. He has red hair and a red beard. And then the other guy, early 30s, 5'11", and he has dark curly hair. And then there's another guy who looks almost Hispanic with dark hair, and it's not a buzz cut, but he has some hair on the top. So it seems to me like she's being sex trafficked. And it's pretty sad. I hope she gets found, because there's, over the years, guys, she's been seen, like, abroad. Like, she's been seen. She was seen in Germany at the brothel. She was seen, in Barbados. She was seen in, the Caribbean, like, in another portion of the Caribbean. I know I said Barbados, but there was also another portion of, the Caribbean where she was seen. She's been seen during these years that she's been missing. And all I know is that her family just wants her home. And I hope and I'm praying that she's okay. But, oh, and another thing. So, when I was doing my research, when I found that bit about the naval officer actually going to the brothel, apparently this brothel, they take Polaroids of the prostitutes there, and they hang them on the wall. So you can basically, it's like a catalog. You can pick out who you want or who you want to buy. And it's honestly disgusting. It really is. And there was actually a picture. And the picture is literally on Google. Like, it's insane. And people are saying that's her. That's Amy Bradley. Like, she needs to come home. Like, people are saying, like, spread this picture around. And it's really traumatizing to look at, because she looks nothing like how she used to look when she went missing. She is being forced, I'm pretty sure. And it's just a very sad story today that we're talking about. But up until now, she should be 46 years old, and no one knows where she is. The last sighting was in March of 2005, and the last sighting was actually in the Caribbean. So maybe there's different theories. I'm not saying that any one of these theories are what I think, but there's been theories I've read up on that they think that the pirates had something to do with it. They think that the Caribbean cruise line has something to do with it, like the employees. They think it was set up. They think that the cruise actually, like, lines up people to board, and then the pirates just come in, take who they want, and then they sex traffic them for money. There's been a lot of foul play and a lot of very, very, very bad theories that could possibly be true. But as of right now, from that Polaroid, I'm going to include it in the thumbnail. She looks like she's being forced against her will. And she looks like she's being sex trafficked. We have no idea where she is, but like I said in the description below, I'm going to put down the FBI's website and all the websites that I have read up on, so you guys can see like what I've said verbatim if you need more detail, because there's other websites that have more on Amy. I just decided to go to the strongest pinpoints of what I've seen. But yeah, today's pretty tough. And and it was just only her brother and her sister, like, not her sister, but her brother and herself. So her parents only had 2 kids, and right now they only have 1. So I hope that if anyone has information, they report it to the FBI or to someone in like the higher up of society, because her case needs to be solved and she needs to be found, whether it may be alive or the other route. But I think her family just needs peace to know where she's at. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the bell so you know whenever I post, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was really hard for me to talk about this because it's just really, really chilling. Like, it gave me goosebumps when I read up on this case. But if you like more videos like this, please leave a comment down below on who you think I should do, or if you think I should go a different route on videos, and let me know. But I hope to see you on the next one, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye guys.